And was taking on the older fillies here. It's clash of the generations for the Markel Insurance Nassau Stakes. Away they go. Sea of Heartbreak was the slowest away, and Timepiece heads on into the lead in the hands of Tom Queally, who adopted these tactics successfully on this filly when winning the Falmouth Stakes last season. Was in second place. Then in third is Narain in the yellow jacket. On the near side, the black and white spots, Izzy Top. Then the nose-banded Lay Time from Clinical. The Fugue in the pink colours, Richard Hughes holding her up, one from last. And finally, Sea of Heartbreak. So Timepiece, Sir Henry Cecil and Tom Queally having a terrific week here at Glorious Goodwood. Timepiece leads the way. Was is a close second. Izzy Top towards the outside of Narain with the white blaze, the yellow jacket. Then Lay Time. The grey is Clinical, the Fugue and Sea of Heartbreak. It's certainly not a mad gallop as they race uphill towards the top turn and approaching the 3/4 mile point from the finish. And Timepiece leading by about a length to Was, the Epsom Oaks winner, in second place. Izzy Top is in third, well poised, followed by Narain round the inside of Lay Time, Clinical. Then the Fugue, and a little bit detached is Sea of Heartbreak as they make this top turn. Just 31 miles an hour. They can go quicker as Timepiece now injects a bit of pace on the descent. Timepiece from in second Was, Narain the inside of Lay Time. Izzy Top is well within challenging distance under William Buick, and they're followed by Clinical, the inside of the Fugue in the pink jacket, the Lloyd Webber colours, and Sea of Heartbreaks at the back. Inside the final 3 furlongs, Queally winding it up on Timepiece. Was is shoved along now in second by Ryan Moore. Izzy Top looks poised to challenge, then Narain. Behind them Lay Time. The Fugue is still going well. It's going to be a fascinating finish here. Timepiece still out in front. Here now is Izzy Top throwing down a challenge. Was is just at the one pace. The Fugue is angled out, but Timepiece has gone a couple clear of Izzy Top, and she might take some pegging back. Timepiece leads the way. Then Izzy Top. The Fugue now reaching top gear on the outside, and Richard Hughes, an immaculate ride, and the Fugue wins the Nassau from his second. Timepiece, who ran so well and so well ridden as well. Back in third Was Lay Time close up, Sea of Heartbreak running on. Clinical, Izzy Top faded away, and Narain was again disappointing. Well, it was a little bit of a stop-start race here, but the Fugue has still been able to come from off that pace, some way off it, to win in the hands of Richard Hughes, who has proved several times this week with last-ditch successes that he knows exactly where the winning post is here at Goodwood. And the Fugue, unlucky in the Oaks at Epsom, has had a change of luck here. See Izzy Top just getting a little knock from her stable companion as the Fugue came through. Timepiece, an excellent run in second place. Tom Queally very nearly stole it, but just found one too fast in the closing stages.
In his Racing Post column this morning, Richard Hughes wrote, "The Fugue has what it takes to prove top Nassau girl." That was the headline. How right he was. 9-2 with Coral this morning, generally 4 and 7-2, backed on the course from 4-1, returned. The 11-4, clear second favourite. The Fugue comes good at last. Timepiece, the runner-up at 16-1. Was third at 11-2. They sent Izzy Top off the 7-4 favourite, wins by a length and 3/4. And as I said, at last the Fugue has gone and dusted all the people said about her. They can take a lot of it back now, female.
Certainly can, and Richard Hughes did indeed put that in his newspaper. He said, "I'm pleased that unlike William Buick, I didn't have to choose between Izzy Top and Fugue," and he was left with the Fugue, and what a ride he gave the Fugue, and he lands at Group 1 and the Nassau Stakes.
Well, it might be a change of plan for this filly for the rest of the season, because having won the door up at York, they stepped her up to 1.5 miles.
Back to Goodwood, we're joined by John Gosden, the winning trainer of the Fugue. John, your second Nassau and your 6th Group 1 of the summer. Fantastic run.
Yes, and if ever a filly deserved a Group 1, the Fugue, she deserved it. I mean, no point talking about the Oaks anymore, but it was a pretty horrific affair. But Andrew Madden and Lloyd Webber were very keen to come here. I walked the track beforehand, gave them a call, and I said it's easy sided good and we should go ahead and run. She got a bit stuck in the ground at Royal Ascot, but she's shown a class today, and I thought Richard rode a really typically chilly ride.
Perfectly suited to her in the end, I guess. But The Ribblesdale performance a little bit below par. Do you think that was probably she was feeling the effects of a run at Epsom?
Well, it was a 20-day gap. Actually, no, she was seeing the effects of about half an inch of overnight rain.
Right.
She was in very good form, but she's got tiny ballerina feet, as I've told people before, and ballet dancers don't go particularly well in a swamp.
She's a beautiful mover, as you mentioned. Have you trained any better movers than this one? She floats over the ground, doesn't she?
She's smooth as silk, yeah. And then Richard enjoyed riding her. William, his filly broke on top. We were all worried there was no pace. Timepiece went, then Tom went to pull it up. Ryan was quick there with Aiden's filly was to be handy. And then Izzy Tucker got stacked 3 wide, and she's pulling all the way. And as we say in our lingo, she ran with a choke out. But that's life. This is small fields can happen.
You didn't have to make the choice like William did, I guess. That's a thing for you to sit back and enjoy.
Yeah, he's done nothing wrong. He's chosen a Group 1 winner, which he has to, but he's been torn apart. He was particularly telling me that the ground was good to soft after the first race, and was quite keen that the Fugue should probably, he's very worried. He wanted to ride both of them, but you're not allowed to do that.
You're having a great run with all these Group 1s, with the fillies in particularly, John. Why do you think that is? Fallen for you. You've had all homebreds you're pointing out too. Elusive Kate.
Yeah, I'm lucky enough to train for some really good owner breeders. Fallen for you, Normandy Stud, the Coopers, Andrew Madeline with Watership Down. It's tough, And Meon Valley, obviously, with Izzy the Meon Valley just down the road in Hampshire here. So, they're owner breeders. That's the hardest game in the world. But when you get good fillies for them, that becomes foundation mares, which wonderfully keeps them interested in the game, because otherwise it can be pretty dispiriting. But no, it's lovely to have those. The other filly, Elusive Kate, she did come from the sales, but all the others are owner bred.
And final question, where do we see the Fugue next?
She's in the Yorkshire Oaks. She's been freshened. He never had to really pick the stick up today, and I asked him, what do you feel about the Yorkshire Oaks? He said, you must. You must.
Super performance. Well done today.
Thank you.
Thanks, John.